Bendiciones. Long life, wealth, health, and prosperity to everybody. Be humble. Be good. Always put God first. Today we're going to touch a topic, a touchy topic. We're going to talk about the godparents and the godchildren. What to expect from a godparent, what a godparent expects from a child, a godchild. Well, this is where it goes. Ready? When it comes to getting initiated, is it in palo, vudu, Ifa, Ocha, the list goes on. When you get initiated, you have a godparent that brings you into the spiritual practice. That person don't owe you nothing. Hear what I'm saying? They don't owe you nothing. Once you pay that person to initiate you, he did his job. Now it's on the godparent, to take the responsibility to show his god kids and develop his god kids. Okay. Nowadays it's different than back in the days. Back in the days, you had to get initiated by somebody and study under that person for years to get this knowledge. Things change. Those are back in the days. It ain't like that no more. So I keep hearing people saying, oh no, you got to learn from your godfather, you got to learn from your godmother. We're living in a different age and time. We're living in an age and time where you fly out to go get initiated in different countries to come back with that blessings to your country, but then it's all on you to develop and to learn. So there ain't no more you stay inside, because you can't leave. Let's just say you have your life in New York, you have your life in Chicago, you have your life in Florida, wherever your life is made at, but you want to get initiated or you need to get initiated, and you go ahead and go to Cuba, or you go to Nigeria, or wherever you go to get initiated, you got to come back to your house, you got to come back to your livelihood, to everything you do, right? So you can't stay with your padrino for years. Back in the days when you get initiated in palo, hear this, you had to be next to your padrino for 7 years straight, right? After 7 years straight, he'll let you go, meaning you ain't a slave no more of the house. You can go and do your own thing. Back in the days, people didn't have a lot of money to get initiated. So you know how they pay for their initiations? By being a servant of the godparents. Doing everything all the grunt work that the godparents need done, the hijados, the godchildren, to do it. Because while they're doing this grunt work, without getting paid, they got to do this grunt work. Because it's a way of them learning. It's a way of them obtaining knowledge. You know what I'm trying to say? That don't happen nowadays. Unless you live in Cuba and you growing up in Cuba and everybody's around you, santera or whatever they're doing, and you grew up in a family that's all they do and you're growing up with it. That's something different. But nowadays it's not like that. There's too much time involved to go get initiated and stay practicing under somebody for so many years to come back to your state, to come back to what you left behind. It don't work like that. So a lot of people go get initiated and come back. Godchildren, when it comes to get initiated, there's a lot of people that say, oh, I had to leave my parents' house, the godparents' house, this and that. There's a lot of disobedient God kids out there too. There's times for anything and everything, all right? Everything ain't learned overnight. The Great Wall of China wasn't built overnight. You know what I'm trying to say? It takes steps. Like I tell you, back in the days, it takes 7 years to be under a palero, and then you go on your own. 7 years, right? But the padrino don't owe you nothing. You hear what I'm saying? The padrino don't owe you nothing. Once he initiates you, he did his job. It's on him if he want to be a great a teacher. And that's another thing. Not everybody's a teacher. That's why they got teachers that are teachers, because not everybody can teach. You can have somebody that's very, very, very skillful, knowledgeable in spiritual practice, but he have no idea how to teach it. See what I'm trying to say? I'm going to give you a scenario. When you get initiated in a house with a padrino, like I said, he owes you nothing. It's his job to develop you. If he don't want to teach you nothing, then that's on you. What you going to do? You pay for your initiation. You pay for your blessings. But there's godparents out there that take the time to show their god kids. But there's accordingly a way to show your god kids. You can't dump all the information on your god kids. Your god kids can't be too eager to learn and keep getting information from you after you send them information and they don't even memorize it or don't get that knowledge down packed. It defeats the purpose. Everything needs practice. Everything you have to put your time into. In life, whatever you put your time into, you get the time out of. That's just the way it is. I'll give you a scenario though. When you get initiated in a house, the padrino still have to eat. The padrino still have to live. The padrino still got mortgages to pay. He still got light bills to pay. He got all these utilities to pay. He got to live. So padrino got to make his money regardless. You hear what I'm trying to say? Everything in the religion comes with a derecho. Something got to get given. It's a give and take thing. When you get initiated in a house, the padrino don't have to do nothing for you for free. Nothing. Because it's still work. When you go get a consultation and they say you got to do this and this and that, well, you got to come and pay for whatever comes out in your consultation to get done. If it comes out in a mesa de investigación or in a mesa that we're doing a mesa one day of espiritismo, and it comes out that you need to get certain things, but your padrino gonna do it for you, but you have to give a derecho. It's just the way it is. See what I'm trying to say? You have to pay your derecho. I'm gonna give you a scenario. You went to a doctor, right? And you paid thousands of dollars to a doctor to get a procedure done, a surgery. A couple of months later, it comes out that you have to do another procedure. Do that doctor gotta do it for you for free? Or do you have to pay for that procedure? Food for thoughts. You know what I'm trying to say? Nothing in this life is free. It's a give and take thing. Either you pay for it with money, currency, or you pay for it through a favor. You know what I'm trying to say? But God kids out there, God parents out there, your godparent, regardless of what they gotta eat, they gotta survive. There's always a derecho. Now, should he charge you them outrageous prices? I'll give you a scenario. To do a rompimiento nowadays is an easy eat, and the minimum number is a $5.25. You know what I'm trying to say? Just for a rompimiento. It's up to your padrino if he want to charge you that much, but everybody charging, he could charge you a little less. Which I always say, I go to the muerto. The muerto says what's the derecho. And the muerto tell me the derecho of certain things, but sometimes they quiet to see how people gonna act. See, the people gonna, you know, offer a derecho, or they're just gonna think the services is 100% on the arm and things like that. But everything deserves a derecho. Let me tell you why. Because there's an energy in the transfer. That's why when you go do an ebo, you gotta sign yourself with the money, put the money down. The money completes. The payment completes. Hear what I'm trying to say? It's very important. It's a give and a take to complete the yin and the yang. But when you get initiated, like I said, your padrino don't really got to do nothing for you but initiate you. That's on him if he want to teach you, and that's on him if he's a good teacher to teach you. But always remember, anything that comes out that needs to be done, still the padrino got to make his living. He still got to do what he does. If the muerto says it's free, then there's nothing nobody can say. The muerto said it's free and that's it. Alright? But when the muerto says it's a derecho, and the muerto says be quiet and see what the person gonna ask with the derecho, he says to watch you. And sometimes it happens like that. You know, some people know the way this works already. They've been in different houses. They already know when you go see your padrino, go see somebody spiritual, they always come in with derecho. It's just the way it is. I'm putting this video out to inform people that a padrino don't owe you nothing. Godchild don't owe the padrino nothing. You know, it's supposed to be a communication that y'all built with a relationship with each other to move forward. And if he develop you and teach you, great, that's fine. That's a beautiful thing. That's how it's supposed to be back in the days. But we're living in these days and times. It's a different era. It's a different world. It's different rules. So bendiciones, long life, wealth, health, and prosperity. Mauna, Cheche, Guanaco, Congo, and Sara Mambuti and Cunha. Bendiciones, blessings, and guidance.